this coffee's gonna be ready pretty soon here. But I was so tired yesterday, I didn't even touch coffee in the morning. I woke up, I ate a McDonald's apple pie that I left out on the counter, and then I laid down on the couch. Good morning, Retro. Cam, the perks are bragging rights. You get to say you did it. Oh. Yeah, bragging rights. Bragging rights and a kind deed. This band is good. No, this is like a playlist, so it's gonna be a bunch of stuff on a very similar like tip as that last band. This is like a Krungbin playlist, so. Alright, let's see. I have been trying to find like the perfect balance with this coffee. It's been a little tough. It's just very bitter. So I'm trying to dabble between using a little bit less beans and a little bit more water to like calm it down a bit. I tried less beans today with the same amount of water because doing the same amount of beans and more water, I feel like I'm wasting some coffee. So we did less beans today and we're gonna see if that works well. Like you just woke up. I kind of just woke up. No, I woke up at like 8:30, so I woke up like 2 hours ago, but I'm tired as hell. Tired as hell is correct. And mostly I'm just sore because I decided that I was gonna go to the gym before I worked because I just wanted to make sure my muscles were like warmed up nicely. And I was a little bit sore from the gym the day before. And usually I find that if I'm just a little bit sore, doing like a lower impact workout the next day will actually help my muscles like release all that lactic acid and my soreness goes away a lot faster. So I did like a 20-minute workout in the gym before I went to work. And then I worked. So I just did a lot to my body on Thursday night. There was a lot happening. Where do I work at? I produce and host my own events. Cheers! Good morning, everybody. Let's have some coffee. If you are enjoying coffee with me, comment a coffee cup emoji in the chat. How long do you plan on doing such a physical job for? As long as I can. I love the work so much. So I look at it as any other job. As long as I'm loving it and the money's good and my body can handle it, I will be doing it. But part of why I started producing my own events, like a promoter, no, it's my events. I produce and put on and pay everybody. But yeah, this is kind of like, because I got a back injury last year and I really was faced with the idea that I may not be able to continue as long as I thought I would be able to. I really started thinking about like alternatives where I could remain in the industry and still be in the environment, but do it in my own way that benefits the girls who dance first and foremost and not like the pockets of venues. And I was like, I don't like the way I see the industry running in a lot of ways right now. So I would rather create an event that actually facilitates the change that I want to see in the industry than wait for somebody to do it, because it's not going to happen. It's a kind of pop-up, yeah. But it's not just girls dancing. We have the girls that do kind of like go-go sets, and then they do acts. So the girls actually get to do, it's almost like a mix of like pole and burlesque, in the sense where you get to really like conceptualize something and put together a theme and an outfit and do the whole thing. You don't just like come out and do like your 3 songs on the different stages and then go. It's like you actually come out and you do an act. So you get to put a lot of creativity and like artistry into it, which a lot of the girls really love having the opportunity to do. And then instead of the girls paying a house fee, I pay everyone a base wage to be there plus tips. So I basically, yeah, I just like looked at the industry as it was and saw how much it really can just not really work in favor of the women who are making them all the money. And I said, I want to do it differently. So I'm going to create something that does it differently. And also our base pay, we have base pay for all the performers, but base pay increases depending on how much we make in ticket sales and cover at the door. So if we exceed, we haven't hit that magic number yet. It was only our second event, but I have to kind of figure out the math and see how everything works out. But I feel like I'll know it when I hit it. But once I hit like a certain amount, the intention is to raise everyone's base pay. So it's like incentivizes the performers to, where the dancer's happy with the pay was I. Well, I'm putting on the event, so right now I'm breaking even. And for me to be breaking even makes me happy because most people when they start new events, they like hemorrhage money and spend a lot of money doing it. So at this point I'm like breaking even, which I'm cool with. It's only the second event. The intention is that we will grow, and that will not be the case in the very near future. So I like worked and saved all of the money myself to put on the event. I'm fully funding it myself. I have no backing, nothing. It's all me, baby. How tall am I? I'm like 5'3", 5'4". But yeah, and so then what I started doing just so that like I can make a little bread on the side for myself. Yeah, it's good to break even that early. Yeah, because I want to make sure I'm paying everybody well. So yeah, the idea, and this also is like to incentivize the girls to do their own promoting and bring people in, is that once we exceed a certain amount in ticket sales, I would increase everyone's base pay. We would go up in like increments of like $25 at a time. How is this free? It's not. So yeah, that was our second event. I was gonna do it monthly, but I realized I want to do it every other month. So we're gonna skip August and we're gonna pick up again in September. Taking 2 months between just gives me more time to come up with cool, fun ideas. Like, it seems like you have a solid understanding of the direction you're heading. I'm trying my best, you know. I'm just trying to be the change that I want to see within the industry. And honestly, my dream is to open like a really bougie, like high-end club. And it's gonna be, as far as I know, the only club in LA that pays a base wage instead of like a base fee, instead of charging a house fee. And I'm hoping that that's attractive enough to the dancers that I can coach every single amazing dancer from every single club in the city. I'm gonna steal them all. I'm gonna bring them all to me. I'm gonna give them a safe environment to dance and make good money. So that's awesome. I have a very physical job and hadn't had enough good people to run it for me. Yeah, having a physical job is a tough one. You're tackling it from a different angle. I'm sure it will be lucrative for you. I hope so. Fingers crossed. You turn 30, but you feel 45. My body, like in the last year, definitely started feeling a lot older than it is. That's real. But it was also my own fault that it was like that because I wasn't doing the necessary conditioning in between. And so like when it comes to pole dance, I didn't even sip this yet, sorry. When it comes to pole dancing, one of the things that they stress the most is you're supposed to work both sides equally. And ask me, ask any dancer, we don't do that. We just don't do it. That's crazy that you would expect that of me. And so you obviously favor the stronger side of your body, which means that your whole body kind of like, well, my back feels like it's like that because one side is so much more worked and so much more strong and the other side is weaker. And so what happens is other muscles start trying to compensate for the weakened muscles, and that's what causes like the pain and the spasms and the calcium deposits and the adhesions and all that stuff. So I did that to myself, quite frankly. And yeah, so now that I'm in the gym lifting, my body feels so much better, and every day it feels a little bit better than the last. So I'm like working, and I have an RMT that I go see once a week now who is amazing. Yeah. But this event was ultimately my next step forward if I did have to stop dancing. I don't typically perform at the events. I don't really want to. I don't really want like me to be the focus. I want to give the girls a space to really like let their talents shine. I did dance this last one though, because I was like, it'd be nice for me to come away with a little bread. So I did one act to like start out the act portion of the night, and then that was all I did. Mm-hmm.